Over here. God, I think it's starting, isn't it? Good morning, it's 6 AM and I'm in Winchester. You can't really tell from this, but it's at the SouthDowns Way, the beginning. So it's 100 miles from here to Eastbourne. So this is another day tripper adventure. Thanks for joining me, and looking forward to a lovely day. Sun has come up already. I'll show you that in a minute when I get out of these woods. And I'm walking probably about 17 or 18 miles today to East or West Meon. So first thing, just getting out of Winchester, is crossing over the M3, which goes all the way to Southampton. There you go, the sun is risen. It's going to be a lovely sunny day. So there's two routes here. There's a walkers only route to Eastbourne, and then there's riders route to Eastbourne. So that's for cyclists, I suppose. So we're going to go the walkers only route to Eastbourne. So that's this way. So pretty immediately out in the cornfields, and lovely view of the countryside and the South Downs. Miles to go, not today obviously. 2 miles done, X done 10.5 miles, that'll be somewhere I'll be going through. So many nice houses on the way. There you go, isn't that every child's dream to have their own little tree house? When you have like one of those when you were younger, or maybe you still like one today. Look at that. The Chilcombe Range, which is a military firing range. So don't worry about me. There's Winchester, you can see Winchester Cathedral there in the distance, and then you've got just the open Hampshire countryside for miles. Top of the South Downs, looking south, you can see Southampton. In the very distance there, you can see Southampton docks, I think, to the left hand side, and some the power station and various industrial premises, and then you can see Southampton sort of straight down the middle there, the actual city of Southampton. So that must be what, 20 miles away from here? Something like that. So there's the map of the South Downs National Park. You can see where we are now, near Itchen Abbas, I think. You can see you are here, and we're walking towards West Meon, maybe getting as far as East Meon. So you can see all the other parts of the route there. I'm now at Cheesefoot Head. So here was where Eisenhower and D-Day, the natural amphitheatre, became a central gathering point for the American troops stationed in the area whilst preparing for the D-Day invasion of Europe. General Eisenhower, pictured right, used this space to address... Use this space? Wow, that's amazing, isn't it? I'll just show you that in a minute. Use this space to address over 100,000 Allied troops just prior to D-Day in June 1944. Thousands of American British troops filled the steeply sloping banks to watch Joe Louis, the heavyweight champion of the world, at a US Army boxing tournament. So this is where 100,000 troops gathered. Isn't that amazing? 100,000 troops gathered in this area. Okay, and this is probably more likely it, isn't it? I would think this is like more of a natural amphitheatre. So if you imagine Eisenhower was down at the bottom, probably in the middle of that, or the bottom of the hill on that flat area, and then all the troops probably sat up here on the amphitheatre, and that's where they would have had the final address before D-Day. That's an old shepherd's shed. Lovely wildflowers here. Look. It's time for breakfast now, so I'm hoping that I can find somewhere in the woods here to have my breakfast. I think I can put my stove here and start cooking my breakfast. So it's now sounds like it's boiling. So it's boiling perfectly. That's it. So let's make the coffee. Now get the bacon on. Never gets old, does it? Bacon in the pan. It's perfectly done. I'm going to put it on the bread over here. God, I think it's short in a minute. One. 2, 3 pieces. It's quite significant sandwich here. And then I'm going to crack the egg and put that in. The egg is almost finished. And there's the sandwich. I'm going to enjoy this. There. Lovely bacon egg sandwich with my coffee. Enjoy this in the wood with my lovely fresh coffee. But this is the way to do it on one of these walks. Make yourself a real breakfast, not just a cold sandwich. Winchester 7, West Meon 5. I'm going to East Meon, but making great progress. This is an old Ordnance Survey sort of mapping surveying point to record the height. It's got a number on it there. And the location, and it has the directions here where they would plot out the original maps, Ordnance Survey maps. Lovely view here, the Hampshire countryside, looking towards the west. I suppose the most picturesque part of today so far. I've been a lot of walking through tracks and fields, but not that many panoramic views, so it's nice to get the green fields again. I guess the first part of this SouthDowns Way, you're not actually on the SouthDowns for the first few miles, so when you actually get up here, that's the whole point really, isn't it? Once you get on the downs, which is a big chalk ridge, then you get the brilliant views. This is the first village church we've seen, St Thomas, Church of St Thomas, Exton. Nice Saxon church there, Norman church. Exton, St Peter, St Paul. Let's see if there's any fish in there. Sometimes you can see them jumping, or probably a little bit cloudy, so this is quite an odd footpath. Looks like it's been thrown together quite recently, doesn't it? The path, it goes two ways, over the top of the hill and down the other side, or you can walk around it, which is what I've opted to. I mean, bearing in mind I've been going for 6.5 hours or whatever it is, and also bearing in mind that I've only got like about an hour until my bus comes. Quite a big climb going up the other side, so wait and see how long this takes. There's the view. I do get the view after all. Old Winchester Hill. That's where all the people are. We'll come in with their picnic baskets and families. So many people, which is great to see people outside. Some more cows having a nice rest in the sunshine, chewing the cud. Milk cows. Well, the race continues. I'm to really push myself now to dig deep up a really big hill. It's still touch and go now because I think I've got 20 minutes and I've got about 2 kilometers, so I think it may be possible, but it really is touch and go. Can I make it in just under 15 minutes? Looks like it, but let's see. I got here to East Meon, it's a lovely village. I haven't had a chance to show you because I've run through it. I've got to the bus stop, and the bus stop does say, as I thought and as I planned, it said 13:45. Usually the old favourite is you check Monday to Fridays, and then, but it does have Saturdays here, 13:45. So I don't think I missed it, but I did go slightly the wrong way. I may have missed it, but I didn't see any bus come through, so I'm hoping that it's late. But now if it's late, it's 10 minutes late, so I'm hoping that it's still going to come, and then I'll be able to get the bus back to Winchester. Failing which, I've got a 3-hour wait, which I don't really want because the next bus is not until, as you can see, till 16:45. Cottage. Still looking for the village shop, but no sign of any village shop yet. Be nice to have a cold drink at this point and top up my water. Well, you can see by the clock it is now 25 to 5, so I am still here. I'm still in East Meon, and I'm now waiting for the bus at 4:45. So I've spent a couple of hours, well, 3 hours I've been here. It's mainly sitting in the churchyard. So any moment now, in the next 5 minutes or so, 5 or 10 minutes, the bus will come round that corner and I'll be on it, on the way back to Winchester. The bus, I'm the only passenger. Does it look familiar? So I'm totally socially isolating. So happy the bus came at 4:45, and happy that my contactless card could pay the fare and no cash. So fantastic day. I think I've checked the mileage, I walked 17 miles. So 17 miles, it's a long one. I set off very early. Anyway, all is well. So thanks again for watching this day tripper. And I'll pick up where I left off here somehow next week. I've got to get back here, I'll drive back here and do the next 16 miles, and then figure out how to get back to the car again. It's a bit challenging sometimes on these walks, but it all adds to the adventure. So anyway, I'll see you again next time. Thanks again. Bye for now.